Anybody order any cocaine and whores?
Yeah, Vegas! Yeah, Vegas dads! Vegas dads! Vegas dads!
Yes!
Dads.
Testing.
Get him some pillows. Get him.
I think we're okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Oops, sorry. What's under this? What kind of what's the amount of mic you using? What's the price range on these guys?
$400.
Okay. You prefer that over the AKG? Because I mean, it's, you really improved the whole technical situation very nicely.
So, Dad?
Yes.
Dad, let me hear you talk for a little bit.
Hello, Ricky. So nice to have you here in our suite this evening.
Teddy?
Hey, buddy.
Teddy. Yeah.
Testing 1 1 2
Let me
1
see if we can
2
do
3. How we doing? Is that better? Should I do it? How about it like that? Is that better?
Gotta get closer. There. That's
like how
good.
we doing? You want me to eat a little bit? Okay.
Only when you talk, you'll have to move up. When you're
No,
not.
I just gotta get. Just let me know if I have to move in. I know where the sweet spot is.
One thing that's necessary more than getting good audio, and that's my company having a good time. So let's see if we can move this a little closer.
Fabulous. Oh, even better. Okay, so it's really in the okay.
Let's level it off again.
All right, great.
You ready to start with me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Richard. So nice to have you here at our suite here at Caesar's Palace.
Rick,
Greg, Marc.
Rick, nice to see you.
Thanks, good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
And I am on the money.
It's like a one-man show.
How about my hair? Brush it.
No makeup, huh? I tell you, you are the next Howard, man. Mark,
Focus on this.
agree?
Brilliant. All
He's
right.
the next Howard Stern.
Who needs water?
I'll take one.
What do I say? Just more important than audio is what, gentlemen?
Comfort of my
Comfort.
guest.
That's right.
Thank you, bro.
Are we doing one of these?
I'm glad I got the water. No problem. We're good.
Sit here, but make sure the chair doesn't move once you're up.
Okay.
Good.
You look like your mother just now.
My mother?
Dead on. They had that same mouth and the hair.
Really?
And
My
it was
mother? I feel
unbelievable.
like I
It
look
was
like my father.
It was like Gloria was sitting right there. That was unbelievable. I've never seen you look like her.
My goodness.
You look just like her. Holy shit.
I feel like
That was like weird, man.
I feel like I look like my father when I get out of the shower and I see my flat, naked ass just laying
just feel
down,
like
all
that
wrinkles. I
crepey
remember
thing,
my father looking
All of a
like
sudden,
that.
actually, like look at my arm. All of a sudden, there's like crepey kind of thing going on, and I go, no, it's not the crepey thing, you know. And it's like, you know, you can get. You know what I'm talking about, right?
You sound like my brother right now. Okay, that's not
Okay,
comprehensible.
all right.
Wait,
you were just
is
now.
Robert here?
And now rolling for that.
Okay, I'm telling
that's
you.
what it is, you know. It's just part of the fucking getting old, you know.
Teddy, is it part of getting old, or did you just like talk to my brother for an hour?
Oh my
Ask him what
God,
he did?
Jesus.
You couldn't repeat what you just
No, my
No.
wife's got it. All of a sudden, this year, everyone's got it.
got. What?
The crepe. Well, your skin looks crepey.
I remember at the mall they had the magic pan where they served crepes.
Right.
No, man. The
No.
girls know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, there's no girls here. Okay, what the
All right, well,
fuck?
even the fuck-
The
Crepey.
shirt you're
All right.
wearing is crepe.
Right. Yes.
Where's the
that's
merch? I
crepe.
thought you were gonna wear some.
He's wearing a hat.
and we're back
Next
shirt.
sec-
And we're
after
back.
the next
Yeah.
sec-
Oh, I didn't see
F-
that hat.
But you know, before we come back, we have to 3, 2, 1. Big shout out to our new sponsors, Mack Weldon, who is reinventing the basics for when you step out of the house wearing the comfort and style that you deserve this spring. For 20% off your first order, visit MackWeldon.com/TYSO, promo code TYSO. Dad, you use Mack Weldon, don't you?
As a matter of fact, I do use Mac Weldon.
I hate to
and it's
interrupt you, but I'd like to get back to the podcast. We'll get more into Mac Weldon a little bit later. So, Dad, as you know, I'm working with some advertisers now, and we have a new advertiser that I'm excited to work with because, as we all know, that's right, hair is king. Are you in frame? Bend down. They saw you already.
Keeps offers a simple, stress-free way to keep your hair with treatments starting at just $10 per month.
If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to Keeps, KEEPS.com/TYSO to receive your first month of treatment free.
And
We're
Back.
Stone.
Oh, your work.
Well, so we just cut to two of our new sponsors, Keeps and Mac Weldon. We're excited to show you guys more about them soon. If you want some good clothes or a nice head of hair, this is your podcast. So you were saying that he reminds, just so everybody understands, Uncle Bob.
yes.
You're saying he's speaking like Uncle Bob right now.
Sometimes
Yes.
Uncle Bob gives a very intricate description of something that we have no idea what he's talking about, but he does. And I'm sure Teddy, in whatever stupor he may be in right now, whatever he said, he totally understood. It was something about crawling up his skin, feeling like crepe, but I wasn't sure of what the context
as you
was.
get older,
As you get older, what?
your skin has this takes on a crepey.
Show
thing.
us.
It's wrinkly.
It's wrinkly, but
Right.
it's like it's sort of.
He'd have to pull- he'd have to
now,
pull his pants down.
Personally, for me, it's very mild. I have a very mild case of it.
It
An
starts-
MCFC,
Yes.
a mild case of crepe.
Yes.
Yeah,
And he's
you can see it, and the women are. I'm sorry, women in general are freaked out by this thing because it's like, check out.
What are you talking?
infomercials.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
I love
The
whenever you
skin.
said that women in general, anything,
The
you can only
skin-
accept trouble from
The
that
skin after
statement.
about I would say around 60 starts to do this weird crepe thing.
You have to show us.
No, so people
I don't really
they
have
get
it.
surgery. They get everything tightened and taughed.
Oh, you're just
and-
saying like some like
yeah,
like
little
a flab.
Flab, right? He has the French version of flab. It's crepe.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. To the Americans, it's fucking flab.
Now, I have a question for you,
Yeah,
Teddy.
F.
Yeah.
Teddy,
Yeah.
are you hiding from the feds right now?
Is that why I'm wearing that special hat?
Yes. No sunglasses,
Check
and
my
we're
glasses.
indoors.
Yeah. Well,
By the way-
I just got.
You can take the hat off if you want. I just wanted
no,
people
I
to
love
see
the
some
hat.
new
The
merch.
hat's really nice.
No, he likes the hat.
I just had cataract we call it Cadillac surgery.
Isn't it cataracts, or is that if there's multiple cataract?
It's Cadillac surgery.
Oh boy.
I had a freaking Cadillac in my eye,
plus
and
Teddy-
it pulled it off.
Teddy
and
flew-
now I feel a lot better, but I'm not completely 100%. So they want to go ahead and
Just
do
to,
the
I'll mute his mic. Go
They
ahead.
want to do the other one, and I said, not yet. Not
Teddy,
until this
Teddy.
one, you know?
I gotta say, you are very Uncle Bob right now.
Yes.
I
Am I
don't
doing
know what
Uncle
you're
Bob?
talking about. Hey, if you could describe Uncle Bob in 12 words, how would you do it?
He's fucked
He's
up.
your uncle.
Listen.
Dad,
Teddy-
12
Teddy-
words to describe Uncle Bob.
12 words or and 12 words or less?
I'll try 12. He's an economic development and client advocate
Oh,
of internet
no.
bandwidth
Yeah.
and fixed voice communications. He is an economic development and client advocate of internet bandwidth and fixed voice communications.
And we're back. And also, it was a pleasure to
Meet Uncle Bob. Now, before we go any further, so I want to, for people, some people might think this is Dad and Teddy 4.0. Some think this might be Dad and Marc 2.0. But what is this? This is the Vegas, Dads. Okay. So those of you who,
Obviously.
for those of you who, if this is your first episode of meeting these gentlemen, I would recommend checking out episode number 32, Dad and Teddy 2.0, or whatever episode in the 60s, 70s, or 80s, Dad and Marc 1.0,
Can
where
I
we meet
interject
everybody.
for a second?
I guess you're going to.
Weren't we on the first episode?
What?
Were we the first episode?
Dad Teddy 1.0 was episode number 5 to be released, but it was the first episode I recorded of Take Your Shoes Off.
How do you like that?
I love it.
I love that. So let's congratulate Mr. Rick Glassman.
Thank you. This is episode
After-
112, I think.
This is 112 episodes. This kid is amazing. All right.
Okay. And to
All
the
through the
gremlins.
pandemic,
Right.
And
he's
we're
brought
back.
on quality people, unbelievable talent from all sorts of. He's amazing. I love this kid, Rick Glassman. We're glad to be back after I don't know what episode that we how many episodes have we done?
This is your fourth.
Okay.
We're happy to be here.
For that intro, how much did I have to pay him?
Right.
By the way, if anybody forgot to mention, Vegas dads, we're in Vegas, and
Oh yes, shout
Yeah.
out to Las Vegas, but I don't want to give it. You guys love the place, and I don't want to put them on blast, but
Yeah, well,
this
you-
is. I'm not staying here anymore.
yeah, well, no one
Where?
asked you to.
Caesars.
Well,
Well, I don't blame you, okay, but we stay here for free, and
Right.
they take care of us.
We've stayed
and
here
I
for
make one
35
phone
special
call,
years.
spot. A special
and
spot.
we living pretty good here.
I understand.
Yes, you got fucked, but that's your problem.
How do you not have room service?
we have
Well, that's
That's a
pandemic.
pandemic.
Tell me
It's-
before I book the $550
Nobody has room
room.
Well, it
service.
starts June 1st.
Yes.
June 1st.
Okay, so you should have come back by yourself.
I wouldn't come. I would. The only reason I came here was for this.
Well, we
Right,
know
and-
that,
and that's
We
a
know
well-
that.
a well-worthy
But it's worth
reason.
it.
a
Plus-
well-worthy reason. WWR.
WWR.
Plus, Betty has never
WWR.
seen
Yeah,
Vegas.
WWR.
Betty's never seen Vegas
Yeah.
before.
Well, as far as she's concerned, all Vegas is Rick complaining in the inside of a smoke-filled fucking elevator. Ugh.
Yes,
But I'll
It's a
tell you,
little
they are
crowded.
well dressed, and I'm sure many of them. That's a big thanks to Mac Wheeldon.
Yes.
We'll get to it.
I don't think Mac Wheeldon's dressed too many of the people we've seen in this city.
How you
I want to
figure?
interject again.
Oh, he'd like to
Teddy
interject.
would like to interject. Teddy.
Right.
Oh, we should have a Teddy interject segment. Teddy,
Yes.
Could you in the next week send me a 5-second or less jingle that you make where you sing where it's Teddy interjects and we could put it here?
Well, he's going to
well,
Austin's house from here, so he'll
Yeah,
be
it's
in
gonna take
Venice
a minute.
for a
We'll
week.
see what I can do next week, but of course.
If
Of
not,
course I
we'll use
will.
this and we'll overdub
All
it.
right,
Give me a quick
now
little
I
sing.
forgot what I was going to say. Fantastic.
He forgot his interjection.
Was it about the clothes? Dad was talking about the way people have been dressed
You
here.
mean the women who wear dresses up to here with high heels like this, and then they can't walk in it, and they look
I think
like
those are the
I have no
women he's
idea what I
talking
was
about.
talking about.
Right.
Yes. Well,
No idea.
yes.
Oh boy, Teddy. Teddy, what is making you this way today? What little mix have
we
you
were
had?
out all in the sun. It was sun.
Oh,
I
it's
have
the
to go-
sun.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a serotonin high.
Right.
So late.
Yes. It's
So late.
Not to be mistaken-
The,
yeah.
the god of Soleil.
right. It's not the
Right.
reefer. It's not the
Right.
Vicodins. It's not the Soapers. It's the
Somas?
sun.
Oh, I had
Soapers,
Soapers.
sun, Somas.
It was that
So
lemonade.
it's not the weed.
No,
It's not the
the Vicodin.
painkillers. It's not the muscle relaxers.
No.
It's the sun.
No.
It's the sun. It's strictly the sun.
No, wait a minute,
Which,
wait a
by the
minute, wait a
way,
minute.
we had a cabana, and he wasn't in the sun all
Right.
day.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
I
he
had a
forgot to
great-
mention he
Teddy,
also
into the mic.
he forgot to
Great.
mention he's also had
Great burger.
112 and a half milligrams of chocolate bar too.
Oh, yes. Yes.
We split a 250 milligram chocolate bar.
Now I
Well, that would be 125, but I don't want to say.
You're the man with numbers. What is it divided by 9? That's our square foot price, folks. And we give you a square deal on every square yard.
15
We'll
and a
snap to our
half.
sponsor.
If you're looking for just the right flooring, you need choices. And at Marshall Carpet One, you'll find thousands of choices, including carpet, hardwood, rugs, and luxury vinyl. So make the right choice and visit Marshall Carpet One and Rug Gallery. And we promise, with more than 50 years as a family-owned business, we've got you covered!
And we're back.
Teddy,
Ricky,
how are you feeling?
I feel pretty good, man.
Will you take your glasses off just for 20 seconds?
Sure.
Whoa.
I put it back on.
And that is the story.
I had cataract surgery, man.
Yeah,
I
right.
can't blame
Yeah,
it on
right.
me.
It's not the
Cataract
reefer.
surgery.
Doctor
Not
Lord.
the
Not the
reefer.
painkillers.
It's not the soapers, like Marc called them. Like in
They were orange
1975,
ASs
we had
from
orange AS
1971.
soapers. Right. For all you
Yeah, I
younger
was
kids
talking
that
to these
are one of the
guys.
$50,000, shut up.
I was
Hey,
talking
could
to
you
these
guys all talk at the same time, and then one of you guys make sure you You yell.
Yeah, that's all right.
Hey, welcome to Vegas Dads, but I would love you guys to meet the Vegas Dads.
We're going to lose $1,000 in 3 minutes and 12 seconds.
Give me 5 stars.
Au revoir.
And we're back.
So how's Vegas been for you boys?
Phenomenal.
Funny you should ask.
Let Steve answer that.
I'll start, and then I'll migrate over to Mark, who can tell the stories.
Yes.
Some of the best.
Yes, you can.
Let's just say it's been monumental in the amount of jackpots that he's won at the slot machines. We're 10 or 12 and still counting. We've been here for, I don't know, 58 hours or something. But
We'll put up some of the jackpots
But
for B-roll right now.
yeah, we've got some footage of that. We don't have footage of is Mark loves Vegas, and his best play of the day is no matter what time he goes to bed, he gets up at 6:30 in the morning.
There might be surveillance camera of shit. That's about it.
Huh?
There's no record of, no one's documenting this stuff. So the only way we can really check whether this really happened is surveillance camera.
Okay.
Wait to make sure that what really happened.
We'll ask James Caan in Vegas if you can pull out security information.
Right.
Put up a picture of the Las Vegas show.
Anyways, it's Mark's favorite time to play because it's been very crowded, as you can attest to. Last night, you and I, as a son, couldn't even bond at a blackjack table unless we wanted to go 3 miles down to Henderson or
And
something.
the werewolf comes out.
So, anyways, I don't know where the fuck he is. Anyways, so he goes down for his morning 6:30, 7 a.m. crap table.
Get my
play.
own table.
Right.
Why do you get your own table?
It's an expensive table, and no one else is there with any money.
What's the minimum?
The minimum on the pass line is $100.
Okay.
So with odds of 500, and then every other bet you make must be at least $100.
You know so people could enjoy this story better, and this also might be a fun little clip that I could title Mark Explains Craps. Do you think in 2 minutes you could explain to me, to the audience, someone
Yes.
who doesn't know anything about it?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Craps does seem like a complicated game, and I've been coming here for 45 years. The first 7 years, I would never go to a crap table because I was intimidated. I didn't know how to do it, okay? So about 3 in the morning, I went to a crap table. I put a few $100 out, and I looked at a guy and said, teach me craps. Nice guy, and he taught me how to play. It's the best game in the
Are
world.
you still in touch with him?
No, but he should
We'll put
because
his Instagram
he's
handle
cost
up
him
here.
$500,000 at least since
no,
then.
4.8 million. I
Yes,
figure I'm down.
okay, right.
But it's a great game when you're winning. So it's real simple.
Okay.
You want to throw as many numbers as possible without throwing a 7.
That's it. The cursed
that's
hockey
it.
stick. That's
So-
all you got to know about craps.
So but the first roll, you put the money on the pass. You don't
Yes.
put it on a specific thing because you get better odds if the money is on the pass first.
The pass line, and then you put odds behind it. The most money you make are on your odds, not the pass line bet.
So I want to keep this short, but I have some questions. So now there's a new roll, brand new.
Yes.
First bet you do is you put
$100
$100 on the pass line.
Yes,
That's it.
yes.
Now if you roll a 7 or 11, you're okay here, right?
Yes, you win.
Then what do you win?
You win your pass line bet, $100.
Even money.
Yes.
Okay.
only time a 7
Right.
helps you.
So
ever.
once you get another number, let's say you roll a 5.
Yes.
Right. So now that pass goes on to the 5.
Yes.
And once you roll a 5 again,
You win.
right. In the meantime,
In the meantime, I'm also betting every other number, the 4, the 6, the 8, the 9, and the 10.
now do you put money directly onto those?
Yes, so now I buy it's what they call buying the numbers.
Right.
Right.
So I buy each one of those numbers.
Different amounts for
he
each
can give
one?
you
Well,
numbers, it's
you put
$540.
$150 on the 6 and the 8 and $100 on the other number,
Okay.
just to make it simple, because it's all divisible by
Yes.
certain things. So and you get certain odds by the 6 and the 8 pay less than the 5 and the 9,
Right.
and the 4 and the 10
This is
pay
all
more.
in this book.
And the
That's
and the 1 and the 12 are the hardest odds. The 2 and the 12.
Doesn't matter. We don't bet those.
Except
We don't
in-
bet those.
Except in
Okay.
a
Except-
rare occasion.
well,
So
I
I
don't
think
wanna
that's so.
confuse
I
people.
think that's good enough. Is there anything to conclude to explain it? And then I don't want to. Let's get into the.
Well,
the
there's a new
conversation.
bet out. Okay, it's called high-low. So I put $25 on each part of the high-low. There's the low, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Two starts with 2.
Yeah, true. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And the high is 8,
And the
9,
high
10,
is
11,
8,
12.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Right.
So if you hit that, it's 37 to 1. If you hit 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Right.
or 1, 2, or 2, 3,
Yes.
4, 5, 6. Okay, if you hit them
Meaning
both,
if you roll those before a 7.
Before he rolls a
Yes.
7, he has to hit every
Yes.
one of those numbers.
yes,
Tell them what happened this morning.
yes. Now, so
Thank you.
this morning I'm betting
We can
it,
edit that out.
and one time I hit a high, another time I hit a low, and then right at the end I was down about $1,000, and I said, well, I'll go ahead again, and I took the dice, and I was rolling numbers, and I got 8, 9, 10, and 11, and I looked at the stick man across from me. I said, I got to roll a 12, and I rolled the dice, and 2 6s came up, and I
Boom,
got
right
the
like
12.
that.
So I hit 37 to 1
On
times
$50.
on $25.
So how much is that?
It's
17.5 and a half, so $8,000.
$850, something
Or
like that.
850
$800.
plus
Okay.
plus whatever.
So now,
Right.
now on the low, I needed the 2 and the 3. I had the 4, 5, and
Right.
6. So I look at the guy. I go, I want to hit the aces before I hit the 3, the 2 before I hit the 3, and I roll again, and 2 aces come up. And the guy looks at me, and I go, if I hit the ace deuce, I'm giving you guys $500 on this next roll.
Let me interrupt. Before he throws the next one, which obviously the odds of hitting is astronomical.
Astronomical.
To hit a 12
1 in 314.
and a 2
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
to back.
And I called
It's
it.
got to be, I don't know, 150,000 to 1, and
Yeah.
he called it, and now he's got a 3 to hit. Okay?
Now
The lightning
now
is
I roll.
striking.
Now I roll, and I can't see it in the corner. And the guy looks at me and goes, "I've been dealing craps for 50 years. No one's ever done that." Okay, you called the 12, you called the 2, and you called the 3, and you hit all 3 right in a row. So now I hit 37 to 1 on the low,
Right.
and I hit 137 to 1. Because I hit them all.
So you got the 30. You got the 37.
37 on the right,
37,
and a
which is
137,
74,
which
plus
is
an extra 60
100
or an extra 170.
an extra 137
Oh, extra
to 1.
137.
It's $5,250.
Right.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, it's actually $4,700 because you had to give someone $500.
Well, here, it's these chips right here.
Can you get that on camera?
See, trust you.
They're there. They're on
Put them
camera.
on the table.
Show him the chocolate. The chocolate's the best chip of
Chocolate.
them all.
5,000.
Oh
The
my!
chocolates are 5,000 in Vegas, folks.
$1,000 chips and this. And then I had a few extra left over because you're hitting numbers.
Let me see one of those 500s. I could put it here for a second.
A 500?
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm going to put it for the screen. I'll get it back to you in a sec. This is what they look like. I need it for something later. I'll come back.
Yeah.
So Teddy,
Not that I didn't know that was coming.
Yeah, right.
Teddy.
So when you listen to this, the story's not over. He comes back to the room
Microphone.
Yeah.
with this incredible win.
Come into the microphone.
I rub his head. I go downstairs. I go to my favorite slot machine.
Which is called
Spartacus.
We all know
Spartacus.
Spartacus.
Kirk Douglas.
Give me
Eat your goods.
Kirk Douglas is Spartacus.
Anyway,
So for people
and
that
we're on the way to the pool.
I'll wear that for a little.
My
no, I won't. You
Steve
guys-
comes over to me and says,
Hair looks
hurry
great,
up,
Dad."
hurry up, hurry up,
Yeah,
hurry
we
up.
spent for a cabana. You spent
All right.
$1,000
I go,
a cabana. I
push-
want to use it.
So
He's
I
at
had,
Spartacus
like,
machine
I had,
playing
like,
a dollar
$6
machine.
$6
He plays a $100
left
machine.
in the
He plays a
machine.
dollar machine.
So I hit the $2 thing, whatever. Bump, bump, bump. Next thing I know, I got $500 from Spartacus, and now we're on the way to the pool.
He hit a
That's
$1,500
rubbing
and a
the head
$500. He's
of the
got
guru.
$1,900 he won at Spartacus.
Ted, do you need to take a weed?
What?
Do you need to take a hit of weed? Because we could take a break real quick.
No, we're okay.
No, we're
yeah.
good.
We'll tell you
I'm
when
good.
we got to take a hit of weed.
Okay.
Let's go.
The Vegas trip is a common thing. Dad, Mark, you and some of your friends do. You do it. You used to do it what? Once a year, twice a year?
Mark
At
and I.
least 2 to 3 times.
Mark and I have been coming to Vegas together since 1985. We started staying at we stayed at the DI a few times in there before we went down to the
Right.
Nugget.
Who's moving back to Cleveland.
Yeah, Mazel Tov.
Put his Instagram handle up here.
Right. Yeah, no, you don't want his Instagram handle.
Well, then bleep him out.
All right, bleep him out. At any rate, we've been coming here since '85. Me and him with all sorts of different people. Sometimes with our high school friends, sometimes with our business associates, sometimes with our kids. Lately, the last 4 or 5 times has been a Vegas Dags trip because it's been the 3 of us. Teddy's joined on as a regular. It used to be Crosby and Nash, and now he's Stills. And
I feel like more like young.
yeah, but it could be. And
Well, you
that-
guys could actually all be stills. 3, 2, 1.
And young. I want to be the Annie Young.
Yeah, right. And then also the kids are coming. Matthew comes. Aaron, Allison came last time. We'll
All
get
of our
Daniel
kids,
here.
No,
Right.
it's great.
Excuse me.
Why Vegas? Is it for gambling or is it for Vegas? Because Atlantic City's closer to you guys than
Well,
Vegas.
let me tell you why. Really, okay.
Yeah,
I work
tell
with your
us why.
father. I work
Tell
with your
him.
father every day. Okay, every day come into the shop and here's him at this thing.
What is that? Burping?
Yeah,
Yes,
he
'cause
burps.
I've
he
had
burps
bad heartburn
incessantly.
lately.
Okay,
Yes.
it's unbelievable because your grandfather had it and he had it and and my back hurts and my knee hurts and my schwanz hurts and I did and everything fucking hurts.
By the way,
Okay?
that is me, but he's not bet much better.
No, I didn't
I'm
say that.
dizzy. I
Okay,
didn't sleep
but-
well. My
right,
toe,
right, my
I can't
knees are- my
walk.
toes are
Right.
fucking-
I like how when you grabbed the schwanz lower than the knee. He said, "My knee hurts. My schwanz."
Have you ever seen your father's schwanz?
See mine. I appreciate it.
Holy
Yes, no
moly.
problem.
So we get to Vegas and he wakes up as we sleep together in that bed over there, and he wakes up, he looks at me, he goes, I feel like $1 million. I feel like we're 30 years old. This is the greatest thing in the world. The thing about Vegas, if you go all the time, you understand. 3 nights and 4 days feels like you've been in Hawaii for 3 weeks. Okay, you don't sleep, you power nap. Okay, I go to sleep at 2 a.m. and I wake up at 5:36, trying not to
Right.
get out of bed to go gamble.
He goes to sleep at
Instead-
4 in the
Why do you
afternoon
try
and
to
wakes
not
up
go
at
gamble?
7
I
in
tell
the
you,
afternoon.
instead of going to
because
the
I want to
refrigerator,
gamble all the time, and it's
the
6
action.
o'clock
Try to
in the
limit it.
morning.
It's the action.
You can't keep, and then I just fall into it and go, fuck, the casino's right there.
So I have a question for you. So this is Betty's first time here, and I did not show her Vegas the way I think of it. The Vegas that I saw this trip, because I'm just so anxious and the schlepping all of this and the setting
Yeah.
up and the OCD, it feels like going home after not being home for like 10 years and seeing girls from high school and being like, that's what I used to think was pretty. Like I have a completely different thing. So I would have loved to show Betty Vegas different. But I'm playing, I'm forced to play tables that are higher odds because there's no,
There's no
only
cheap
there's only
tables at
$50
Caesar's
minimums.
Palace, right.
And everyone is just, everyone is just sitting on me.
2 days ago, you had to wear a mask to the pool while you were sitting in the chair. Now, go take a picture downstairs. Every table's open.
Yeah.
It's the Wild West, man.
And it's
I mean,
people who,
it's
it looks like it's
crazy.
people who have been
It's
waiting
so
for it because they
crowded.
just poured in.
They just poured in.
It's like
man.
Teddy says, this is going to be a boom like this country's
Yeah, so
never
I've been
seen.
giving Glassman investment tips.
Well, yes.
We were hot on VChain. We were hot on when to sell VChain. Although I could have sold a little more, but I sold. We were hot on AMC. Teddy is where I get my stuff from.
Right.
So Teddy, Mark, you're for it. Let's get a quick Teddy investment tips.
Buy
What are some
casinos.
of the hot stocks
Just tell them what you think
that we
about
could
the
clock a
economy in
year
general.
from now to show what Teddy said?
I think if you
Into the
stick-
mic. You got to
if
bring.
You stick
Teddy,
with,
look, you could bring this
if
to
you
you.
stick with the big guys, if you stick with the big guys, get Amazon, Apple, Microsoft.
Right.
If
Thanks
you're-
for that
if you have
insight.
any-
That's really.
No, I'm
that's
sorry,
really-
But that's not
nothing
sexy,
new.
Teddy.
Nothing new. It's not sexy.
Teddy, but
But
if you-
I tell
if
you,
you're
you
not
will
talk-
get your return.
But if you're talking to somebody who's got 80% in blue chips and looking for 20% in not this big gamble, but something cool, something like a Square, or something even a little bit
I love
less.
Square.
Well, tell
I'm
us
talking
some,
about safe stuff or stuff that you want to be risky about.
stuff that-
Risky.
let's hear some. Let's hear
Safe
some
or risky?
some curated
Let's hear
riskies.
your outlook on the economy as a whole right now. Okay, are we in
Also,
for a boom?
a quick little backstory. Teddy is the guy. Teddy turned 2 million into 20. I'm making these numbers up, but
Whatever.
he's on top of
Listen,
his shit.
QuantumScape.
QuantumScape. What's our ticker symbol? We'll put it up.
I don't know. Check out that. That's a
I got it.
That's
I'm
a
going to tell you right
possibility.
now, you can put it on
AI,
there. Everybody's going to love this. CVM.
He's going CVM.
What's
That's it.
CVM?
CVM is going to cure cancer. It's at around 20 now, and it's going to be 150 in about 2 weeks when they come out there in phase 3.
So that means it's at 20 when we recorded this. This is
Yes.
coming out in like a week and a half.
Okay.
All right, listen.
So within a month, it'll be over 100.
you know.
Or
Let's
it will be 0. Okay, it's all or nothing with CVM. So you want to gamble? Fuck Microsoft, Apple, and that's not sexy.
Don't fuck
We're in
them.
Vegas.
I'm
We
telling
want to
you right
gamble.
now.
CVM.
You buy them on the dip. All right. Meanwhile, you called
Buy
me
'em on
last
the
month,
dip.
and what did I
What's
tell
a-
you to buy?
what's
He
a
bought
dip?
it, by the way.
It's an
What did
onion
I tell
dip.
you?
You told him Moderna.
What did I tell you?
I got
to buy?
Moderna.
You told
Did
him.
we make money?
We made money.
Thank you.
Listen, I'm the one saying that you're the guy.
Right.
I'm not the guy. I just have. You go with the momentum.
But you also like Lululemon. You've been loving Lululemon for a
It's
while.
been sitting for a while. I sold a third of it.
He like Roku at 70. You know, it's
I finally got rid of it.
$350 now.
I got rid of it.
All right, that was TYSO investment tips. What I was getting at before is Betty was downstairs and I'm force gambling. I'm here. I haven't played yet. I've been jonesing. I have a couple $100 I want to just give them, but you have to put them on a table.
By the
for
way,
some
can I
reason.
have my chip back?
Oh, I put it. We have it on camera. I gave it back. No. We gave it back.
No, I'm
We
watching
gave
your
it back.
pocket.
We gave it back. It's
Sticky
fine.
fingers.
Here, I'll put it over there.
Right here.
It's a nickel chip.
So I'm playing. And I'm ready to go, but it's like, why go? I still have money. Let me just give him a couple more hands.
Right.
And I give it to him. It took 20 seconds. Relax.
Sure.
And Betty's like, you could have had an extra $100, or you could. So here's the point. First of all, I appreciate it. I understand what I could have had, Betty.
Yes. Don't take your significant other ever to bet. Ever.
Right.
My
Don't
wife doesn't
gamble
look at
with
when I
your
bet.
significant other.
So here's the problem I had. It's pretty logical, but she didn't understand it, and I would love for you to extrapolate
I love you,
upon this.
Debbie.
Okay.
There's multiple ways, but there's two main ways to look at gambling. There's the way to look at it as you're trying to turn a profit, which is the best way. But the other way is you enjoy it. You're having a good time. You go to an amusement park, it's going to cost you a few $100s. You know you're losing it, but you
gotta
enjoy it for a few
You gotta
hours.
flip that around. You flip that around. That's the main one.
But when people are seeing you lose money, they don't understand you're having fun. But you're not having fun when someone's doing, what are you doing? How much are you down? What are you doing? You could have had, that's not fun.
No. That's why you never do that. If you can't stand
to be
losing,
it.
there's a lot of people. For example, Teddy could buy and sell me, you, your dad out of his
No,
left
he's
pocket,
full of
but
shit.
he would never go gamble $10,000
Right.
on a hand or anything. It's the excitement. It's the rush.
That's
it's
some
the,
people like.
Mark and I call it the tingle.
It's
and
a
that's
tingle.
What it's all
That's
about.
what it's all
Tingle.
about. Now, I'm a loser gambling over the last 50 years. They don't
Right.
build these beautiful places and say, hey, Mark, come on out for free. We're giving you a 2-bedroom suite, all the food you want, a cabana, airfare. Sure, come on out. Okay, because I lose 8 out of 10 times.
So my question,
But I'm not losing today.
you owe me
Let me tell you
500.
something.
Mazel tov.
I've been here not all those times, but the last 4 times since Vegas Dads has
Yes.
come, since Teddy's
I've
been
won
here,
every single
you've
time.
won every
Yeah.
single
We're
time. The
getting luckier.
slots,
We're
slots.
getting
Listen,
luckier.
Rick, I make
shined
money in
on you.
Cleveland doing what we do.
Well,
Marshall Carpet.
And here's the thing about Marshall Carpet, and this is so corny, and I've mentioned it before, but it's really something that I look for in a place that I'm bringing into my home. I mean, it's you don't treat people, and this I don't know. I don't want to be. You don't treat people like clients. You treat them like family.
Oh,
They have over 700
I'm
years
crying.
in carpeting, blah blah blah
There's my
business.
sunglasses
When you
back
go into
on.
Marshall Rug Gallery, you're going into. Keep in mind, by the way, a lot
That's
of people
true.
think
It's
of it as a
very
rug.
true.
There's a lot of rug stores out there. It's not a rug store. We curate what we have. It's literally a gallery. I don't care if people come in and don't buy. Come, take a look, get an appreciation.
Pet the
because
dog.
You're pet the dog.
Right.
You're in it for the long term.
Pet the dog. That's why I go.
And for long term, we've been doing it for 56 years.
Yeah, but combined, we're at 3,000 years.
Yes,
We'll be
true.
right back.
Right.
And we promise, with more than 50 years as a family-owned business, we've got you covered. And we're back. So you're making a lot of money, and you're okay with spending some. What is the if not the tool that you have, where you come and sometimes you could win big? You ever win 6 figures in one
No.
trip?
No.
No.
What's the biggest win you've had?
52,000.
What's the biggest loss you've had?
52,000.
You ever lose 6 figures?
No.
But more than 50. Okay. So
We don't like to talk about
Somewhere in that
one.
range.
So and let's say
Yes,
let's say
and that's the first time losing ever bothered me because that's not the number I want. I have a number always in mind.
is it always different?
Well,
What's the
as you
number?
get
older,
Older, the number that you're willing to lose goes up or
come on,
down.
when we stayed downtown,
goes up. If
What's
I
the
lose,
number? What was the number
if
of
I
this
lose
trip?
$40,000, I don't give a shit because I had a great time.
So what you're saying is I'm going to go to Vegas for
Right.
3 days, 4 nights.
right, 4 nights, 3 days. 4 nights, 3 days. Yeah, you got it.
Okay, and I'm going to spend $40,000 for this trip.
Yes.
Now maybe it'll cost me less. Maybe it'll cost me a lot less. Maybe I'll make money, but I'm spending $40K in this trip, and
Well,
that
have a
way, if
joint.
you lose 40 or less, you're thinking I'm okay.
Yes.
Are you boys
Doesn't
all right?
bother me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother.
We have
When
the
we
one-
went to make airfare, we couldn't get from Cleveland to Vegas. So I said to your dad, let's go Delta or United or whatever you can, but it has to be first class. And he calls me up. He goes, it's $2,500. I go, what do I give a fuck?
Wait a minute.
I'm not
That's
going
not
out.
exactly how it went. Okay, we're shopping fairs. We know he's got to do it, and I see the fare is it's $2,750. I know he doesn't give a shit. Okay, but before I book it, I call him up myself. I know you don't give a shit. I just want you to know it's $2,750. He goes, okay, and,
That was the
and
week
then I
everyone
booked
was
it.
opening up. So
Right.
they,
Teddy, I hate that I don't have the headphones. That's my fault. I forgot the adapters, but I'm going to need you to.
come in a little bit
Here, look
better.
at. You could do this. You could even, Dad, push the middle down. Flatten the top. No, the middle. So it could the middle up the middle. Go to see the middle, up towards me. Yep. Now bring it so it's straighter. Right. So it extends further.
There you
Now
go.
you want to put another pillow behind you, Teddy?
No,
that's
that'll be
perfect.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, that'll
He's
be good.
pillowed
That'll be
out.
good.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll pillow it out.
All right.
So that's my number.
Anyway.
40 grand.
40 grand. That's how much we're going to win on a slot after we have the podcast tonight. We're going to go down
That's
and play
right.
that $100 Wheel of Fortune, and if he gets a spin, you can win 20,000. You can win 40,000. If he wins
I've won 11
40,000,
jackpots this trip, but they've been small.
well,
Anywhere
any
from
jackpot, a jackpot is
1,500
$1,200 or more.
Right.
Is that what does that mean? There's no such thing as a $1,000 jackpot?
No,
No,
that's
it means
my
A
classification.
jackpot is a signer for IRS, and it's got to be $1,200 or more. I've signed 11 IRS sheets.
But that doesn't happen on craps. That happens on slots only.
No, that's only slots. No.
Right. But
I
you
saw
have no
one.
idea how many times that's
first one.
that he's collected. We got here, not even counting Thursday.
understand, 11 of them.
Not even counting Thursday night. All day Friday, all day Saturday, and did
Nothing
you even play
today.
slots today? All right.
No.
So in 2 days, he hits 10 jackpots of over $1,000, and some of them were $2,000. He hit 2 yesterday at the same machine, $2,000. I got footage that we'll show later of the
put it
guy.
up now.
All right, and then
We'll put it up while you're talking.
And
All
then the
right.
guy says, I'll
And
be
he
back
counts
in
it up.
5 minutes. And Steve goes, maybe a little less. 2 spins later, which is about 12 seconds, I hit for another 2,500. The guy goes, oh, you weren't kidding.
right, boom, and then
Now
2,500.
you have to pay taxes on 1,200 or more, but you don't have to.
You have to
It goes
declare
against
it.
my
If he
wins.
loses, if goes
But
against
how about
his
you don't have to
losses.
do that for non-slots? So how do they keep track of that?
They don't.
They don't.
If I
Then
win
why
$1
do it
million
for slots?
shooting
because
craps,
slots is a
it's-
recorded transaction.
If I win $1 million playing craps, I'm going home with $1 million and no one knows.
Right.
I mean, Caesars knows,
Right.
but the IRS doesn't
And
know.
do any casinos? Is there ever a practice for a certain limit where they give you a W-9 or something like
No.
that?
No, only at a slot machine.
If you take cash, if they can write you
or
a
if
check.
you hit a carnival game where there's a $95,000.
So explain to me. So I understand money laundering happens here for when you are the house because money in, money out, they're in control of it. But if you're somebody who's trying to launder money and you don't own a casino, what tricks? What do people do here?
All they have to do is check in.
I'm not a crook. I don't know.
My accountant told me that the way to do it is all you have to do is check in.
And what does that mean?
That
what
means
what
you,
what are people?
you have to have a record of you going to the casino, staying for 5 days. But after that, if you used your own cash, you can wash that all out, and no one will ever know if you're trying to get rid of money.
I
Let's
don't
say
know
wanna
how you
get-
launder
let's say
cash
you want to
unless
get rid
you
of
get it win,
$10,000.
because if you put
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, you can't.
Well, like with cryptocurrencies, you could exchange like chips. The way,
Yeah.
but I guess chips are just cash, huh?
Chips or cash here.
There's no tricks.
I don't know what you're getting at. All I know is
Yeah.
if I win money at a table.
I'm just wondering, why do people come to Vegas to launder money? What does that
They
mean?
don't
How do they
come
do
to
that?
Vegas to launder money.
I hear it all the time. You hear,
No,
I'm
in the
casinos.
old days, the people that ran the
You're
casinos.
yelling.
In the old days, the people that ran the casinos, they laundered the money.
Right. That's the whole.
Oh, so they would
there's
take the
two-
money from whatever and claim it as
there's-
winnings.
Yeah,
That I
whatever.
know.
Right.
People
They claim it
use
as operational
gambling
costs.
as a way to launder their cash.
You ever see, I'm sure you have, and you can cut to the clip of Goodfellas, one of the favorite things where the guy comes in, he goes into the counting room, walks past everybody, he's got a briefcase, goes to the safe and takes out stacks of money, boom, 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 puts them in the briefcase and walks out. And the narrator goes, Joe comes in here once a month and gets his $150,000 and takes it to the guys in Kansas City. That was money laundering.
All right, we'll cut to a clip.
Goodfellas.
Or
Best movie.
we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. So in the entertainment business, hair is very important. But it doesn't matter what business you're in. Entertainment business, flooring business, those are the big two, but other ones as well. You want to have a good head of hair, and that's where Keeps comes in. You see, Keeps offers a simple, stress-free way to keep your hair. And if you're worried about the packaging, kind of like when you buy porn and you don't want people to know what you're getting, don't worry, it's discreet packaging. If you want to get a prescription to one of the other competitors, you got to make an appointment with a doctor. You got to go into the appointment. You got to pay a copay. You got to wait for them to get the prescription. You got to go over there. Not with Keeps. You got a virtual doctor. And by the way, that doesn't just mean to get the prescription. That's if you ever have any questions about it, you send a message, no appointment necessary. It's very convenient. But what's the most important? Results. You know what? It might actually be this. Results, results, results. And speaking of results, we have a little bit of a time-lapse video to show you what you could look like with a nicer head of hair.
Hi, my name is Marc Wayne. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a businessman. But when I'm selling, I really feel that I could use a big, thick head of hair. It would really help me convey myself and my confidence to my customer.
Well, Mark.
Yes.
Mark, have you ever heard of Keeps?
No.
Here, take one of these.
Yes.
Wow. I can't believe it. I feel so much confident right now.
I feel so much confident.
So much more confident right now. I can't believe how much flooring I'm going to sell with this head of hair.
Where are you looking?
Over there.
So this is a dramatization. You see, although some people could get regrowth, Keeps is more focused on prevention. So while you have the hair you have, keep it with Keeps. Now, some results could take up to 4 to 6 months. If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to Keeps, KEEPS.com/TYSO to receive your first month of treatment free.
That's Keeps, KEEPS.com/TYSO to get your first month free. KEEPS.com/TYSO. Here's two guys that know how to dress. And when we want to relax, we wear Mack Weldon. We wear Mack Weldon polos, Mack Weldon hoodies, and Mack Weldon tees. And you know what? We're the best dressed guys in our store.
You're the most experienced with their underwear, though, aren't you?
No question about it.
Because, and I this is a little crude, so I want to dance around it for our advertisers. But people like us, we need extra support down there, correct?
I like a firm, compact, like compression boxer brief myself, and I find that Mack Weldon provides that comfort that I'm looking for.
Well, for me, I have a little peepee as opposed to you guys. And the Mack Weldon makes me feel bigger, to be honest with you.
No, it doesn't. That part's not true. How would it make you feel bigger?
Well, because it gives me girth, okay? Which I don't have normally. And,
that's the biggest testimonial anybody can give you for Mack Weldon underwear.
And for guys that, don't hang low, it's awesome, okay? Especially when you're wearing their big, soft T-shirts.
You guys familiar with the guarantee that Mack Weldon offers?
Not at all.
They're so confident in their product that if you don't like your first pair of underwear, they're going to let you keep it. They're going to refund you. You don't have to send anything back. I'm not advocating for this, but if you really want Mack Weldon to shit their pants, you can literally get a free pair of underwear. They're that sure that they're going to get a new customer.
That's amazing, okay? I thought we in the flooring business only gave warranties like that. That's great.
But jokes aside, Mack Weldon is the home for basics. Polos, sweatshirts, underpants, tees, socks. They got a wide range and variety of fabrics to make sure you're comfortable. And let me tell you something. There is, as we just discussed, a Mack Weldon guarantee. Give it a shot. It makes getting your basics easier.
And shitting your pants easier.
And for 20% off your first order, visit MackWeldon.com/TYSO. That's MackWeldon, WELDON.com/TYSO using promo code TYSO for 20% off your first order. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics. And we're back.
We're back.
Tell me about the pool. Tell me why you like to go to the pool at 8 a.m., fall asleep, and come up at 2 p.m.
Marc gets to the pool at 8 a.m. I get there maybe 10 o'clock. And
Mark's early
Marc
bird.
knows this place like the back of his hand. So the Jupiter pool, which not too many people know
Could you
even
say that anymore?
exists.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yes.
It's technically anti-Semitic.
No,
Jupiter,
it's
it's a
not anti-Semitic,
planet.
It's anti-Greek.
It's not put her.
Yeah.
No, it's Jupiter.
Bleep the first 3 letters of each time they said that, please. Okay.
Anyways,
Peter.
he knows that's where the best early sun comes, and that's kind of the slowest pool. There's 4 pools here, and there's all sorts of young kids going all over the place. So
Well, the Palestinians.
Well, and show them the picture of our waitress today.
oh yeah, we'll give you
Oh,
that
yeah.
to
Okay.
post too.
All 3 of them
Mickey.
showed up
She's
today.
right, yes.
Holy
Yeah.
moly!
She's from Brooklyn.
Right.
Yes, she
Yes.
sent me a message.
Yes.
Thanks for promoting my podcast.
Right, I did promote.
Yeah.
I said, he goes, are you guys finished? I go, well, we're going up to do a podcast right now. You
so
want to come up?
So here's what it is. Yeah, good. We'll put up a picture here, but blur one of them.
You mean you'll only show her face in one of them?
No, we'll show a face and one tit.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
We'll show the breasts.
When we did the
Funny if-
picture,
You can't show the
when we
face.
did the
You're
picture, I
yelling.
go,
You're yelling. You're yelling.
They're huge.
They're
when
real.
we took the
Or you can
picture,
sit back a little bit.
when we took the picture, I said, make sure you get all 3 of you in
They're
it.
far from real.
I go, real? I feel like you know you
They
can
were-
use them
they
for
were real.
Papa shot
Come
practice.
on, guys.
Sure.
They were real.
Yeah, how could I pit her if I haven't met her yet?
Yes, but the pool,
Jupiter.
we like the pool because
Is
we
it
We
live?
live in
like to,
Cleveland.
we like to
The
sit in the
sun.
sun. It relaxes us. Okay.
What else is it? You guys are Midwest guys. You're in New York.
New York.
Right.
New York. What's a
New York,
Midwest
New
guy? What's the New York
York.
version?
It's
It's not a New
a
York
little bit
guy.
down.
He's an East
No,
Coast
he's
guy.
an East Coast.
Yeah, but show me guy. What is
douchebag.
New York douchebag?
Yes.
Right. And now we're in Vegas, and you're seeing these girls with huge breasts and
Yes.
huge butts
Yes.
and huge cocks, and you're thinking to yourself, that looks good. You're thinking that's kind of silly. That's kind of fun. The big heels, the dressing. What is it? Is it costumes?
Such a laugh. It's a costume
laugh. It's
because
it's a show.
No matter
It's a
if they're
show.
big and fat, okay, or ugly or gorgeous,
Well,
okay,
we're smoking
they
some
all
right here.
show up with skirts up to here. Why they're even wearing one is
Yeah,
there's no
that's
reason
pretty
for it. And they can't walk in these high heels. It's so funny. They don't do that in
But
Kansas.
is it an eye turner? Like I know that some guys.
Yes, it's an eye
Yeah.
turner.
Okay, so you look at and what is it? Is it like, whoa, that looks good?
Last
No, it's
night,
comedic.
they were waiting in line. There had to be 500
Sometimes.
people waiting in line to get into the
Right.
to the club, Omni. Okay,
Right.
So you
now I know,
walk-
Dad, you said this. Pardon me, Mark. Just make sure we don't blow into the microphone. Okay. I know you told him, but you know
Okay.
what? When we're in a hotel, we don't have to go over the tray.
That's true.
Hey. Are we ready?
Oh,
to
yeah,
do-
hold on. Jokes aside, the wet nap with your fingers over the tray.
Jokes aside, though.
All right, over the tray, and then you got a dry one there for you. And then normally the rule of the house is you don't eat, you don't drink without trays over the rug. You definitely don't smoke. You smoke outside or by the sink. But
where are we? In the Vatican?
Away from the microphone.
So we walk by the Omni, the club. There's 500 people waiting in line,
listening.
and these girls are.
Oh my God.
They're not. They're.
And I think 500 people in line is underestimating. I think there were 800 or 900
well, this was
people in line.
hours before they opened.
Dressed in the
Right.
most gaudy
All dressed
shit.
to the nines. You don't
Okay.
understand. It looks like they're all wrapped in colored cellophane.
Right.
I don't know
Right.
how these girls
With
get
red
into these
hair
outfits,
and
let
masks
alone move
and-
in
They
these
made
outfits.
their own dresses.
It's.
I mean, we grew up during the miniskirt day, and that was something. At
What do
least
you
there
mean you
was
grew up
some-
in the miniskirt day? Miniskirts came around when you guys were, what, in the 70s?
Exactly.
They didn't have miniskirts in the 60s?
No. This is 70s
Show up
only.
put up some reference pictures of the most girls, women wore from 1910 to present day. We'll put
Check
those
out
up while
like,
you're talking.
what was her name?
1910.
What was her name?
I don't know, but I know miniskirts came in.
Twiggy.
Right.
Yeah, Twiggy.
Check out Twiggy.
Yeah.
Miniskirts, I remember,
We'll put
okay,
up
and they were
Twiggy's Instagram
sexy
handle here.
and this and that. But these things are
Things?
so.
What things? Are you
these
talking about the dress or the
garments
women?
that these women are wearing? I don't know how they move. I don't know how they do anything. in
And
this.
some of these girls weigh 220 pounds.
Which is there's nothing wrong with
There's
that.
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with
But
that.
how do they look in the mirror and go,
Look.
yeah, okay.
I've
yeah,
noticed that
you are
there
sexy, baby.
There's some regulars, and then there's these people that come out of the woods. Okay? Like, we're only like 300 or 400 miles away from, like, neo-Nazis and all these other freaking knuckleheads that are out there.
Robert's back.
And
The Jupiter haters.
They come out. They come out for the day, and they do come out.
And there's nothing
They're
wrong with that.
they're all over the pool.
They do.
And they're all waiting online.
Now, what's the guy version of
You
this?
ever watch that show, The Gypsy Wedding?
I love that show.
Right. Well, that's what it looks like.
The guy version are the guys at night when it's the casinos are cold, okay, and they're muscle guys and they're
Right,
wearing little
right.
muscle shirts
Yeah, I saw
with
it with the shirts
tattoos,
open.
and the shirts are open
killed two
and walking around like,
I
man,
named
that's
3 people in prison. Tattoo,
How much is Teddy actually just confessing stuff right now, and we think he's talking about these other
no
people?
idea.
Only been in
I have
jail
no idea.
once.
It must be the combination of everything
Now,
that he took.
now, Teddy, yeah, I have an interesting fact about you.
Hold on.
You love Hitler.
he loves
No,
Hitler research. Let's clarify that.
I love history.
Right.
Yeah, but but
I
his
know a lot.
Hitler
I know a lot about Hitler.
But
I
you
know-
do have an attraction to learning and watching videos involving Hitler.
No, I want to pitch my idea for my new show.
This is the perfect time.
Great.
Perfect time.
So anybody else who watches could take it.
Yeah. All right. So listen to this.
Believe me.
We get
Push in with a little bit of music
reruns of the old World War II stuff.
and make sure you put like opacity is half, and like we're seeing the planes going through. We're bringing in the.
I would like
the
to
epic
somehow
music.
license the stuff that's already out. If
Huh?
we could.
What do you mean?
Like, it would be a new show off of another show. Like, take Discovery Channel, work out a license where we can grab a couple of their, like,
yeah,
10-minute clips.
Go on.
Okay.
What do you, give me an
Do you
example.
remember mystery sci-fi theater?
Yeah,
Remember
I
that
used
one?
to watch that with Gypsy Wedding all the time. Mystery
So there'd
Science
be, instead
3000.
of being like these like aliens, watching the show, and one guy, there'd be one Hasidic guy.
What the fuck?
Oh, you're saying you want to just take a show that's already out,
Yes.
and just sit there and watch it and talk.
Right.
Like
the
this?
Jews guy.
Yeah.
Like, no, I want Jews to talk about the
I
show.
know the show. It's the Twilight Zone with Rod Serling
and Robert Glassman and Teddy Wender.
Do you get the premise?
I do.
Yes.
All right, so let's try that now. All right, imagine you're just watching.
You can't
No. Here,
can't do
Teddy,
it like that.
Teddy, you want to get this show to happen? I'm here to help. So here's what you're watching. The year is 1939.
You're
all right.
watching the Muppets.
No. You're watching Adolf just rally the country around this depression. And we don't know, let's say it's 37. We don't know what's happening yet. You know what's happening. You, the Muppet, watching, knows what's happening. Go ahead,
What would I
commentary.
say? I can't do it right off the top of my head.
Well, do it off the
believe
bottom of it.
Even though I'll tell you what, I'll do a little thing and I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
All
with
right?
your jingle of
right,
Teddy interrupts.
Tinkle.
No,
interjects.
seriously.
What about the poem?
All
You
right,
wanna
hold
do
on.
The poem?
Oh, we'll cut to it. Here's a clip of Teddy, an example of you on the show, right?
Which show are we talking about?
Tell me about when you were 13. You smoked your first joint.
It's such a long time ago.
All right, thank you.
You know? What can I tell you? I'll tell you what. When we smoke this one up, it will remind me of that.
I'll tell you something
I think that's
similar.
what I think I've been trying to get that buzz that I got when I was 13 for the last 50 fucking years, man.
The one you sent them. Right?
No, that's a pitch. That's my pitch.
Yeah,
it's
the
a-
real
do
son
the
of a
poem.
bitch.
Listen, if you don't understand it, that's okay.
I don't.
I understand, but I would love to see it because
Well, the only way I can see it is we put the AMC channel on, right?
all right, let's get
And
it
I
on.
s-
Do we have it in here?
No.
No.
They have 4 channels in your
Right.
room, by the way.
Right.
There's
Yeah, they have 2 in mine.
Watching TV it's in Vegas,
Yeah,
not so
not
You
so
know,
much.
They
and I
encourage.
watch it. We watch the hour of it, and we do crack jokes while we watch it.
Sounds
With
funny.
Adolf
And
Hitler,
then we
your
do
crack
like
jokes.
3 or 4 shit. Yeah, we like do the most really like politically incorrect but on the edge jokes.
Give me an example.
Yeah, I'd like to hear an example.
Dad, let me just talk.
Right.
Just it's just Teddy is in my production office right now. He's pitching it to
He's
me.
in your lap.
Now, Teddy, give
Like
me
springtime for Hitler shit, but that kind of shit that you can get away with.
Could you give me an example?
He has none.
Making fun of their names.
He has
Right.
no example.
Dad, let's find this.
Like talking about the pincer movement. You know?
Right, yes. Give me an example.
Yeah, I think of the pincer movement. Pincer what? You know?
Right,
Just
pincer movement.
You know, so you get Jews talking about about.
Give me another example.
A bowel movement.
Teddy, give me. I like the pincer movement.
He was
one.
a pretty, you know, he had some pretty good ideas, but he screwed up real bad. You know,
What were his good ideas?
Stalingrad.
What are his good ideas?
Stalingrad was a dumb idea. You know, like shit like that with three other Jews like arguing with them.
Well, it's
you
right
know?
here. Let me see it.
You just heard it.
Give me a topic. Give me a topic.
No, I don't want
what's her
this
name?
is-
What's
this is- this is in the-
Hitler's
this
broad's
is the-
name?
This is in the
Rita
production.
Farah or something?
No. It's
Mia Farrow.
It's
What's Hitler's girl's name?
Eva Gertstein.
Eva. Yeah, you get an interview with Eva.
Eva
Frankenstein.
Right.
Braun.
Eva Braun, right? Thank you. We'll put her
She-
name up here.
No, she like
No relation to
I
Eva
swear,
Gabor.
She had
No, it's a different last
She
name.
knew all about the shaver,
electric razor.
The electric. Eva knew everything.
All right, so here's the
used
subject that
to
you guys are
shave.
going to talk about. Eva Braun knew all about the electric razor before
Yes.
anyone else. Let me hear
Yes.
the hot take that's riding the line on Eva.
You see
Eva.
what I'm saying? That kind of
Eva.
shit. You
Give me
know?
an example.
Like bizarre, weird shit.
Hey, Adolf! What's the deal with that little
You know,
mustache? I have
what
a way
about
for you to
this
get rid of
fucking,
it.
the Autobahn, that was bullshit.
The Autobots?
Yeah, it was all bullshit.
The turnpike you talking
Yeah.
about?
Or the Transformer?
Yeah, no, the Autobahn.
It was bullshit.
How does that have to do
bullshit.
with the razor?
Well, we're switching around.
Oh, right. That's good.
You got to move around. You can't just stay on one topic.
Well, why
Jesus
is it
Christ.
bullshit? I drove the Autobahn.
No, I'm saying at the time it was bullshit. It was a scam. Even the Volkswagen. You know how many people got the Volkswagen?
How many?
6.
Like I don't know. 75 guys got the Volkswagen
Out of how many?
out of like the whole country.
Okay.
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 What do you mean they got the
Okay.
Volkswagen? They bought one? Or?
And it was Schmanstein's fault. Okay.
It was
They should have
General-
blown him up. Now, if they see, this was his big blunder.
Are you talking before or after
You want to talk
Stalingrad?
about Adolf, or you want to talk about the big
yeah.
A?
Hold on. Dad, he's
Oh,
going.
this is we can't dedicate this much time to this.
Yeah.
I disagree. If you guys are interested in this pitch and like that we're going to continue, which we are, comment.
The biggest.
What's your
the biggest. The biggest.
titty fuck?
I would say the biggest fuck up he did was that he didn't go ahead and blow everybody up at Dunkirk. Thank God. No.
All right, now, just for one quick second, what do you think he would be like right now if he were in Vegas?
That's good.
Ooh.
Adolf?
And what would
Yes.
Ava be wearing?
Yeah.
Ooh.
If
She
Adolf-
a short dress
Yes,
up to her
we know
crotch
what she'd be wearing.
with big
Yeah.
heels
Right.
in a cellophane wrap
Right.
with
Right.
red hair.
And what would Adolf would be in a
Look.
suite? He'd be getting comped.
Well,
and
you know
goes,
what?
It's a pretty nice
look,
view
this
from
is-
here.
this is-
Adolf would be
This-
wearing a muscle shirt, but the problem is he has crepes.
Look, I'll tell you what the intro would be. This is the intro.
Very good. That's
You want to
very
see the
good
intro?
humor by Marc.
Picture this. Picture this. Nuremberg. All these people going boom, 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 boom. Thousands of millions of these guys going like this, right. Then next shot. Nuremberg trial.
We're already in Nuremberg.
Hold on. 25 guys get executed or whatever.
Which is 3 times, well,
Right?
a third the amount
But
of
you
people
see
that got
the
a
picture of all
Volkswagen.
these millions and billions of people going like this, right? The next question is, what the fuck happened to all the rest of these motherfuckers, right? Where did they go? Right? They're
Dead.
next to you,
Dead.
okay?
This is awesome. Okay.
I swear he should be in conference with my brother because the two of them know exactly what they're talking about, but not to anybody else.
Let's see if we can get Uncle Bob on the phone.
What time is it?
Meet Uncle Bob.
Connect people's internet. Niche, specialized shit.
Telecom.
Geographic
Gotta do it
location.
211. Hey now.
Which of his 45 numbers do I call?
Yeah, good point. Who
Thanks.
Home at work.
Let just Teddy talk to Robert.
What is his work?
Yeah, that's the joke of this 108 episodes. What is Uncle
By the way,
Bob do for a
Robert's the
living?
only guy who ever saw my band live of the
Right.
family.
Yes, of the family, you're correct.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, Uncle Bob.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you.
What could make it better? What could make it worse?
A race.
Really, just pretty copacetic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty
Copacetic.
copacetic.
So
Good.
I'm here in Vegas with the Vegas dads, and
Ah,
and
Minus you.
yes, minus you. And Teddy has a pitch that Dad and Mark think that you would understand and maybe help us explain. Teddy, yell it. Explain this. Wait, hold on.
Hey,
Uncle
Bob,
Bob, tell me, could
Bob,
you hear
how
this?
you doing, buddy?
hey guys.
All right, listen, there've been weirder pitches than this
Could
one,
you hear
okay?
Teddy, Uncle Bob?
Yes.
All right, go
Okay.
ahead.
So the pitch is, you remember that Sci-Fi Theater 2000?
Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Remember
where
that?
It's a couple of guys are watching a movie and they're commenting on it
Like
during
a
the whole time.
Samson movie or a Hercules movie, and they're saying all these like
During
kind
what
of.
movie?
I didn't hear him.
What?
It was during any movie. It doesn't matter. Just you watch a movie and you got a couple of guys and a puppet and they go, "Oh, look at the size of that guy's dick. I bet he's an idiot or whatever."
Yeah,
And then they go on.
It's just sarcastic bullshit.
Okay, so
Right.
Yeah, that's the
So
pitch.
my idea was to have like 3 Jewish guys watching the old clips of World War II,
Talking about Adolf
talking
Hitler.
about, it's like inappropriate shit, just about on the edge,
Yeah.
but funny enough that it would work. Like Springtime for Hitler, but on the edge. You know what I'm saying?
This is perfect. I can't wait to see what my brother says. So, Robert, you have to understand that because we don't. What does he mean, Robert?
What does he mean? What?
What kind of show does he want?
I said it was a pitch.
It's a pitch. We're working out the fine points.
It's a great pitch, I
It's
tell
a
you right
great
now.
pitch.
Describe what Teddy just said to you, Robert.
It should be huge.
Uncle Bob, could you do how would you pitch that? If the best way to my dad.
You know what? You guys are in Vegas, man.
You got.
I love you. Bye.
I'm glad we clarified.
So Uncle Bob. By the way, I understand, Teddy. I understand your pitch.
We clarified that.
I
That was
finally do too, because now I remember what show you're talking about. That
Nobody
the fourth time.
understands that pitch.
all right. So that's
Except for Robert.
Hey, listen.
By the way,
I come up-
blur
You want
or
another
change
idea? I come up
Mark's
with like
okay
6
sign,
or
'cause
7 of these a day.
Some people think this okay sign is something bad. Some people think of it as a white power sign.
This?
Yeah.
How about
something like
this?
this.
What?
So
What are you
turn that into
talking about?
turn that into a middle
This?
finger
Or
or
this?
something.
I'd like to show
Seriously?
my dick then, but any of that politically incorrect shit.
Well, snap, we'll show your dick.
All
right.
You should, because
You don't want to know because
it's the hairiest dick on the face of the earth.
If you're still sponsoring Manscaped, Weena would object.
All right, at the count of 3, we'll show everyone's dick. 1,
No, we're
2, 3. All right, that was about what I expected.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yep.
Yes.
I gave you hair and dick
Well, thanks for
size.
letting me pitch that to you. Any producers interested, call me. I have
Well, they'll
some
just
great
do it.
ideas.
They'll just take it.
No, I
Like-
would assume the phone will ring off the hook.
Teddy, so a little bit ago, I wanted to talk to you about some stock stuff, and you
pool.
helped me out getting into an
Yes.
IPO, which never ended up happening, but you tried. So I said, as a trade, I will give you an opportunity to do a commercial for your album on the Take Your Shoes Off podcast.
Oh, my-
Here's your opportunity. You have I'm going to give you 60 seconds. That's a full ad spot, which, by the way, I don't like to reveal the number because the podcast has been doing well.
right.
But let's just say that's worth a couple $1,000.
What's the hit song? What's the song?
Well,
talk about that
let's
song.
maybe you can help me here because all the TYSO
Go.
all the TYSO boys and girls around the world. Maybe you can help me. We're at 97,000
Views.
Dad,
views
give him a minute. Give him a minute.
on YouTube. If we can get this over 100,000, I will kiss Ricky
Mine?
on the air
No, I don't want to.
No, I don't think so, Rick. He
Without
doesn't
a
like to be
mask.
kissed.
No, I'm not going to do that. That's
Right.
not going to happen.
Okay, he'll suck your dad's
How about
cock.
you just give Steve $1,000 if you get to?
How about this,
No,
Teddy?
how
How
about
about
this?
this, Teddy? How about this? We got 26 seconds left. How about this? You're at 97,000?
Yes.
If I could get you to, you want 100,000?
Mm-hmm.
If I could get you to
I need me over
105,000.
100,000.
If I get you to, how many subscribers do you have?
Not
God
subscribers.
knows.
You just
I
look
need
for
views.
If I could get you to 105,000 before the end, before July, you give me $2,000.
Oh, here's
And I use that $2,000 to spread it merchandise. Take your shoes off merchandise to all my fans.
Make it 500.
You got it. If we can get, if we can
Nicely
get,
done, Rick.
If we can get, well, by the way, I think we'll put the link in the top right. You can click it, but we'll also put the link in the bio. If we can get Teddy to 105,000 plus before July, Teddy's going to pay me $500. And what I want you to do is, I want you to comment on Teddy's video. Comment. Take your shoes off, sent me here, or Rick Glassman sent me here, or TYSO sent me here, something so I know. So if we get to that, I'm going to look through there and I'm going to pick some of you guys, and we're going to send you some merchandise.
And how do you get on
I
it?
love
What's it
it.
called?
You got to say what it
The
is.
link will be in the description. His music
Oh, okay.
video.
You have to-
Or search, what's it called?
Peace will come on YouTube. Teddy Wender and Jazzmatic.
That's
But
it.
what's the title?
Peace will come.
There is a cycle to everything that flows. Maybe now peace will come to everyone. Peace will come for everyone.
Let's go farther. Let's get it
All right,
150,000
Teddy, how about
views.
this? If we could get you to 125,000,
He doesn't need any more money. Just get him 125,000. Why are you going to get forgive?
because if you give
I'll
people
buy you that-
because if you give people too big of a feat, they can't walk in another man's treasures.
Yeah. Well.
How about a large chicken, General's Chicken?
Great.
General
if we get
Tso's
125,000, we'll
Right.
give $500 away in merchandise, and one person, and we will, and whoever it is, you need to send a video so we could prove it. Teddy will Postmates General Tso's chicken to one of the people who commented.
Absolutely.
And leave a preference. Let us know. Rick sent me here looking for merch, or Rick sent me here looking for some General Tso's.
By the way, how was the General Tso's last night?
The sauce was good. The chicken made my tongue blister.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't been eating that kind of food, and my mouth, the gluten and everything about it.
Well,
was,
as soon as you ate it, you said we shouldn't be eating this stuff.
Yeah, and
We
you
shouldn't
asked
be-
for more.
it's just trash. It's
were
How
trash
was your
food.
food? How was your
Trash?
food last night?
It was
The
just
Chinese.
fried, all
It was
fried
very
trash.
good.
Okay.
Yeah,
It
well,
tasted
I
good.
like fried foods.
I do too.
I like
just, it hurts.
I like the hot sauce. I like the nuts.
I will say it did taste good.
It did.
And
For as fast as they made it, it was good.
it was the
Rick,
fast they made it made me not
Rick,
like
I'd like to interject and thank you for that little.
He bought dinner for us
Section.
last night, Rick.
Yeah, Rick bought
You're a
dinner.
mensch.
Right.
You're
What
now
dinner?
officially a mensch.
And I remember when Rick was this high,
it. I remember when you were this high. It was about 5 seconds ago.
and his favorite dish was the orange chicken?
No, same thing. General Tso's chicken.
General
No.
Tso's chicken.
He used to like
with wing.
sweet
What-
tarts. What did
Walk
he,
with Wing. General Tso's chicken from Walk with
What
Wing.
did he eat that
We
he
used to
almost
go to,
choked to
what
death
was that
on?
place,
at the,
Starburst.
Starburst.
Genghis
Genghis
Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Khan.
Shout out to Genghis Khan. And also, why don't we give a shout out to the Greyhound at Highland Park? My
Why
brother's
not?
And
restaurant.
in Glendale.
And in Glendale.
I heard the pizza is incredible.
It is. I've tasted it, had it a couple of times. It was delicious.
Spicy. And by the way, if you're doing wings, I'm sure there's a lot of flavors, but that spicy garlic sauce, Matt said he's going to get me a jar of the last 2 weeks. Outstanding.
Yeah,
I was going to
you
put it in the
liked
air
it.
fryer. I didn't. It was just marinated into the fries and the chicken.
How's that
Delicious.
air fryer working?
I love my air fryer. Let me explain to people that don't know what an air fryer, how it actually works. A lot of people say
Your
it's not
dad
really,
loves it
I've
too.
been on the verge, so give me an idea of what if should I do it or what?
Yeah. So What fryer does is it allows you to evenly distribute heat in a basket form. What an air fryer doesn't do that. An air fryer isn't deep frying something, but it does allow you to have a basket, and the convection of an inside heats it up hot and evenly enough to where it's spread around. So you could spray with, I have an aerosol avocado spray, or if I'm making potatoes, I'll just mix up some oil, some rosemary, some salt, some pepper, and you throw it in the air fryer for, I like to do around 380 degrees. It goes higher, but the higher you go, the hotter burn temperature. I don't like to burn my oils too hot. 15 minutes, give it a little shake, another 10 minutes. Dad, how good are these potatoes?
They're excellent.
They're excellent. Fresh potatoes and takeaway food. If you get fries or something that is fried, you can't put it in the microwave, obviously. Some people want to put it in the oven, but it's a pain in the ass.
Makes it come alive.
I'm not going to say it makes it as good as if you got it fresh from there.
Yeah.
Although sometimes it actually does.
It's very close.
Very close.
Worth it just for that.
It's worth it just, if you're not a cook, it's worth it just to reheat. I actually want to reach out because I have a Phillips, but I don't know. I'm sure they're all good.
Bleep that out, but okay.
We'll give Phillips a free plug. I might even put up a picture of the one. It's only $100. Amazing.
You know, as long as we're plugging, Friday night, the three of us had what we think could be one of the best dinners we've ever had.
Right.
At Joe Stone Crab here in the Forum in Las Vegas.
Okay, we'll put their Instagram handle up here.
Joe.
We'll give you a picture of the lobster tail that
job,
these two
Joe.
guys demolished.
But here it is.
Great job, Joe.
And we're putting it down now.
Best meal in the country.
What do you like about it?
Everything is quick. And when you're in Vegas and you want to get back and you don't want to eat a 2-hour meal.
That's good service.
Okay. 2, the waiter loved us because he said, you guys know what the fuck you want. And you don't want to mess
What'd you do?
around.
You didn't look at the menu. You sat down and
That's
say, I'm the
good.
waiter.
Sat down.
Hey, let me be the waiter. Let me be the waiter.
Okay, go ahead. I'll tell you.
Let's just do it.
All right.
Good service.
Go ahead.
Welcome to Joe's Stone Crab. What's
Have
it
you
called?
ever been here before?
What's it called?
Joe's Stone Crab.
Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to Joe's Stone Crab. My name is Rick. I will be your server. Have any of you gentlemen been here before?
Many times.
Oh, fantastic. Well, can I give you some time to look over the menu and let me know what you would like to drink, and I'll get right on that.
No. We know what we want.
Oh.
Would you please take our order
Fantastic.
right now?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Great
we-
sweatshirt, by the way. What is that?
It's take your shoes off.
I've heard of that podcast. That's the one where they have huge stars. Kristen
Yeah.
Bell, Blake
Yes,
Griffin, all
yes.
the big names,
It's-
but also
it's
some up-and-coming comedians.
Up and coming.
Fantastic.
Yes. So we need 2 Bloody Marys. We need a...
You know there's a little bit of a shrimp in that. Are you okay with that?
Yes, we love the shrimp in there. We need a tequila chilled. Oh, what type would you like?
Would you like would you
Well,
Patron?
Patron's fine.
Silver?
Patron's fine, whatever you like.
The silver is fantastic.
Yes.
It's a great year.
Yes. And then we'd like the big jumbo lobster tail.
Oh, excellent choice.
The big one.
We need a strip steak, mid-rare.
Mm-hmm.
We need a... What kind of steak
Home
do you
fries?
get?
Ribeye.
He gets the ribeye steak mid-rare. We need the hash browns
Yeah.
well done. And we need the corn.
So we have, I really wish I was paying attention, but let me see what I can do. We have a couple of shrimp cocktails, Bloody
No.
Marys with a little shrimp in it.
Yes.
I call it shrimp.
Yes. Yes.
Sir,
Where do you
sir.
Where do you find a Bloody Mary with the shrimp floating in it?
Only a Joe's Stone Crab.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
So we have 2 Bloody Marys.
Yes.
We have a
Spicy.
giant lobster tail.
Yes.
We have a
Tequila.
a bottle of the chilled tequila. Silver is my recommendation. It's a
Correct.
great year. For you, sir, we have a medium rare ribeye. And for you, we have the jumbo lobster. I assume you're split. Would you like me to put it on
We're
2 plates for you?
splitting and split it between the 2 of us.
And the porterhouse?
Strip.
The strip. Now,
yes.
if I may, I'm sure you're familiar, but the porterhouse actually has a strip and a fillet, and the
Yes.
fillet right now is so tender, and I would love to recommend it for you.
Right. Now, we like to split a strip, New York strip
I'm
all
going
the time.
I'm going to bring you the porterhouse instead.
with Béarnaise sauce.
Of course, I'll bring you a couple extra
and
Béarnaise.
the French sauce.
Glass of water?
Bloody
water.
Mary
We all
for
want
me.
water. Yeah.
3 Bloody Marys.
Yeah.
Tequila. I don't drink Bloody Marys.
Right, so we have 2 Bloody Marys.
We have two.
Sir,
I'm
may I
sorry.
recommend you put your sunglasses on?
Oh, yes.
Okay, we'll
and
be
then
right
he would
back.
like a Diet
Thank you.
Coke somewhere in the middle of all that.
Yeah.
Now, you get that food in 25 minutes.
No, we get it in
Less.
12 minutes.
You're right.
12 minutes.
And
now,
it-
how do they do that?
the lobster-
They're just cooking steaks in the back, waiting for someone to
And-
order
and,
it?
and
Yes.
you don't even. This is the top 4 or 5 restaurant
In
in
the
the
world.
world as far as volume. The lobster tail comes like this. Okay.
It's
And-
a piece
I'll show
of
you
art.
behind
Lobster tail's tough to make, especially the big ones. It's so tender, it fell right off, and you cut it with a fork.
Oh, I'm
you don't need
getting
a
hungry now.
knife.
What do you got?
You
What do we
dip
have
it
to
in
eat
the
again?
butter, and you dip it in the Béarnaise sauce with the steak. So you take a piece
go
of
back.
lobster, then the steak, dip all in the butter and then into the béarnaise sauce, and then you eat some hash browns with corn on top.
Come
And
on,
wash-
come
is there
on.
a
Your
better
taste buds
mouthful
full anywhere.
And you wash
Mary?
it down with a Bloody Mary. What the fuck? Life is good. That's Vegas.
on.
All it cost
Come
you was
on.
40 grand.
That's,
All it
Come on.
costs just 40 grand. Now that meal we have
That's-
to
you know
pay
what they call
for.
that?
But
They could call
because our sponsor pays for that,
Right. Marshall
Marshall
Carpet
Rug
One and
Gallery.
Rug Gallery.
And you know what? We appreciate you at Take Your Shoes Off,
Yes.
not just because you treat me like family because I'm your son, but because
Yes.
you treat your customers like family.
Yes.
You know, the reason I was so hard on you, Teddy, to smoke and eat over the tray was because of the fine Kuristan. Is it a
Kiristan.
Kuristan?
You
No,
have
I don't have a
a
Kuristan.
Kaladi.
I have a Kaladi. Thank you. I have a
very
beautiful
durable.
Kaladi rug.
Very durable.
And I just want to keep it. I want to keep it as clean as possible.
Do you have a new apartment?
You don't have nothing to
Do you
worry
have a
about.
new
It's a very
couch?
durable
Yes.
carpet. It's
So,
guaranteed.
If your parents come in and they don't have indoor clothes on and they want to sit on the couch, do you put a blanket down or anything?
You telling them about my
I might
blanket
have
roll?
mentioned that.
You
Yeah.
sick motherfucker.
So I have. I've always had. There's indoor clothes and there's outdoor clothes.
Yes,
that's
of
just
course.
everyone knows
Right,
that.
everyone knows that.
Not everybody cares.
Nobody cares.
People care.
Nobody cares.
Shout out to Ariel Vandenberg. We'll put her Instagram handle up here. She connects with me on this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wear your indoor clothes.
1 out of 11 billion. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
well, it's about as many people that bought a Jetta back in the old German days. you have your, Volkswagen was 75 people.
That's true.
Les bought a Jetta.
Yeah.
So you're sitting on bullshit, and you're sitting on chairs that people are wearing their pants that they've been wearing forever and pooping
Right.
on, and they're sitting on buses or somebody to 2 degrees sat on. But it's
Well,
all.
I'm sure your
filthy.
mom and dad took a bus to your apartment.
They took a rental car that somebody before they got on that got off an airplane and sat in. They're not cleaning the seats. Or what about when you're sitting at a restaurant where someone spilt or sneezed on something? It's just outdoor clothes. What I'm getting at is you don't know what's on outdoor clothes. It might be nothing.
Is it a blanket or a cowhide?
The blanket.
Blanket.
Okay, well, you should get a cowhide from your dad because
I don't want a cowhide.
It would look
I'm
sharper.
trying to eat less meat. I'm thinking I might get something fitted.
You know, he's not wrong. A cowhide would be more
I don't want a cowhide.
decorative.
Better decorative.
But let me explain to you. I used to, even before COVID, I would have indoor clothes for most of my chairs. I had a couple of chairs that,
Right,
enjoy
right,
yourself,
right.
frost yourself, as they would
Yes.
say in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. But my bed was always and remains indoor clothes only. Now check this out. I might not shower before bed, but I'm taking off all my clothes, probably already indoor clothes that I put in after I got in. Then I have my super secret bed clothes.
Right.
Those don't even hit the couch. Those only hit the bed. If I'm wearing my bed clothes and I need to check something on the computer, I either stand and check or I pull my pants down and I put my bare ass or my underpants on the chair,
Right.
which by the way is clean because 1, 2, 3, we don't sit in the computer chair. That's right, with outdoor clothes.
Dead serious.
So, how often do I change my bed sheets? I could change them more.
Right.
But everything that is in there is quarantined and lovely. Now, it's not a flawless
Wait,
system,
do you
but it's
sleep
one that
with
makes me
clothes on?
comfortable. I sleep with my indoor clothes on. Big, nice shorts and my Take Your Shoes Off merch.
Really? You don't sleep
No.
naked?
There's two
Or
reasons.
pajamas?
I'll start with the number 2 reason. If there's an emergency
like,
and you...
like making number 2. But go
no,
ahead.
there's 3 reasons.
Yes, go ahead.
The least is if you shit yourself, there's a guard. After that is if you need to be the guard. If someone comes in, you need to fuck them up, or if you need to jump, leave fast.
Right.
Earthquake, fire.
Right.
You have your emergency
You're
exit.
dressed. That's a good point.
And number
Yeah.
1 is. 1 and 2 are close. It depends on where I'm at in that moment.
Right.
Spiders going up my pee hole. They could still go up the shorts, but here's how it looks like: a spider with somebody
That's
who's wearing
legit.
shorts.
That's legit. I'm
Thank
not
you.
a spider fan. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
I can't
It's
sleep
like
with
climbing a
clothes on,
mountain.
but I'm not a spider fan.
A spider would have to climb a mountain to go in my pee hole, but for yours, it's just walking across the plains.
All right, can I change
Straight
the subject
across
for a
the
minute?
I don't mean because you got a little dick.
Oh no, I do.
But I'm talking about because you're easy access to the pee holes. Teddy,
Have you seen the CNN thing about stand-up?
I love it.
You
No,
love
I
it.
haven't seen it.
No, it just came out. I think it's terrific. I recommend it highly, and I think that you're the
Very
next-
highly.
Oh, you're talking about the night guys.
Yeah,
Johnny Carson
yeah.
late
and
night,
all the
late
David
night show.
Letterman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think you're the next.
It's pretty cool.
Late night guy.
I'm the last. You think that my talents are going to lead me to a Tonight Show or
I
an
think
interview
that-
based like a
He's been saying
podcast?
that. He's been
That
saying that
you're
for
the
a
next
while.
guy.
Oh, you can never
Do you think
do
I'll have
that.
my guests speaking to the mic?
You're germophobic.
Yes, you
Am
will.
I?
Yes.
Have you- being here, not in my apartment, but when
Yes.
I have my OCD is crazy at home But here,
It's much better. I'll attest to
outside of
that.
me wanting to stay
You
6
wouldn't
feet
even
away.
give me a hug. That's bullshit.
But that's COVID.
Fuck you with COVID. You
I'm
were
not
like this
vaccinated
before
yet.
COVID.
Yeah, I was.
Get the
But I would
fucking
hug you
shot.
before COVID.
Yes,
and
you
did I
would.
ever not hug you?
Yes.
I'm getting the shot. I'll have
That's
the shot
true.
by the time this airs.
All right.
Okay.
Outside, if I want to get to the point where I can have a studio, because in the studio, I won't feel like you guys are in my home. And when you're in your home, I'm hosting you, but I'm more surviving.
So if I was wearing this, I walked into your home and wanted to sit on your couch.
I would say, Mark, you look great. Give me 2 minutes. Got to throw my blanket down.
Okay. All right.
And you know what I do with the blanket? I have a big blanket to where I have it cover the couch and the floor, like a green screen, so you can
Right.
get your shoes in it. So in case something spills or you step, we're covered. You leave. It was a pleasure having you over. I take the blanket, I throw it in the wash, which I have in my new place now,
I would ask you for a cup of water.
and I would, you know what I would ask?
What?
Chilled or room temp.
I would say room temp.
I would
And then
say
when
great.
you got up, I would lift up the blanket.
Can we switch to
I would
the?
fuck up your couch and then put the blanket back down and leave.
And then when I edit it, we zoom in on it, and I cut to me going, Mark will never be allowed into my house
No
again.
question about it. But
Can
it'd
we
be
cut
worth
to
it.
the cooking segment?
What's the cooking segment?
I thought. This shmee is a lemon shmee. It's called durian poison. An actual chunk of fucking hash. You can crush the buds up with your fingers, right? So we keeped it up a little bit.
Keep it up a little bit more. You're
Want it.
spreading the wax on the paper like mustard.
Like a nice Dijon. The good cook
Yes, cleans
always
up.
cleans up after. I want you to notice how lovely that came out.
It's delicious.
It's absolutely undescribable, right?
Oh,
What's that word? Undescribably delicious.
the cooking segment. Are you cooking meth?
Because that's the only thing he knows how to cook.
Teddy, what was the thought process with the cooking segment?
Maybe you're still talking about
curveball.
the lobster.
What?
A curveball, man.
Curveball.
It's called humor.
Yeah, it's called humor.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I
I
did
didn't know
too.
where he was going, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
He's doing pretty good. I think you're feeling the chocolate more than anything now. You think?
I'm having a ball.
All right, so gentlemen, this has been fun, but here's what I'm going to suggest.
Yes.
I'm going to suggest that
Yeah, we could go gambling finally.
You could go gamble. You could have. I told you before. You could walk out at any moment during this. You go ahead. I'm going to want to do.
We gotta do a commercial.
But we're going to check in a little bit later tonight, just a quick little recap to close this up, and we could talk about how you did after this, and we could talk about how you're doing after this, and you can help me with some advertisements. You guys, for us, we'll be back in a little bit, but for you, we'll be back in a snap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on 20, 9, 10, 19. Hey, boys.
Hey.
Anybody order any cocaine and whores?
Yeah, Vegas. Yeah, Vegas dads.
Vegas dads.
Vegas dads.
Vegas dads. All right.
Welcome back to the back half of Take Your Shoes Off with the Vegas Dads. My name's Rick Glassman, and I'm here with Steve Glassman, Teddy Wender, and Mark Ween.
If I may, since we sat here last, Mark Ween went to the roulette table, hit 4 numbers in a row, collected $3,000 profit, took that $3,000 to a crap table where you were at. We saw we're playing blackjack on one side, and the crap table where all those people were. Remember when you were there, and they just said, "I'm going to leave, go get something to eat with Betty." The guy had the dice for a long time, and Wino cashed out another $2,300 there, so he wins $5,300 since we paused the last podcast.
Vegas Dads.
Vegas dads.
Keep going.
Vegas dads. Vegas dads.
Don't yell too much into it.
Vegas
Yeah.
dads.
Go on.
Vegas dads.
Well, no, keep doing
Woo,
it.
woo, woo.
Keep going.
Vegas dads. Vegas dads. Vegas dads. Vegas.
We'll be right
All
back
what else?
after a word
Vegas
from Marshall
Dads.
Rug Gallery.
All right.
We've got you covered.
And we're back. thank
You,
Marshall
Carpet,
One
and
Rug Gallery.
All right, I have a spot for poem. It was written in 1972. Let me tell you about places far away where a smoker can smoke all night and all day, where there's time to unwind, where there's time to unwind from the confusion of our time, where there's no... Yo! What the fuck is that? He's fucking up my thing.
Knows about a hard knock life.
Sour.
Fuck this shit.
Right. Let him do his poem. It's
I thought
Poem, man.
I thought
This
I was
is
helping.
artwork.
No,
it's artwork.
It's cushy bits of sour.
But
Cushy
this-
bits of sour.
this just goes
See how many
underneath a
blunts
little
I can
bit.
twist
No,
in
it
an
doesn't.
hour.
No, I'm gonna make my volume lower.
This is the ultimate song about, or poem about the origin and the continuation
Teddy,
and the
in
historic
what world do
of
you think
wheat.
that your poem's not going to be made better by a fun song underneath?
It's the
no one
smoke
gives a
song.
No,
It
it
is a
doesn't
song.
need
Who gives a
anything.
fuck about the poem
It
without a
doesn't
song?
need anything. It
Are
doesn't
you
need
kidding?
anything.
You wanted a cooking segment that meant nothing.
I wanted a cooking segment.
And I want to
absolutely.
sing under your poem or it's scrapped.
Let's see.
Scrap it. I'll save it. I'll save it.
let's see how
I'll
much-
save it for some real late night shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Let's see
maybe
how much-
3 in the morning when mom and dad are trying to go to sleep.
Let's see how much Teddy remembers of the last podcast.
oh God, no, let's not go back there.
Paru.
Yeah.
Pod whom?
Bobcat.
Yep. Okay.
Bobcat?
We love Vegas. It's been great. Vegas
Yeah, we
Dags is very
appreciate it.
profitable this
All right.
trip.
I'll tell you what, here's what we're gonna-
forbid you from using any of that material.
Material is a kind word, right? No, this is live, Teddy. It's all on.
It's all live.
But
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we will do. We will give a special treat. If you guys don't mind sticking around for the end title card to see, you could watch other episodes and click the yellow circle of me.
Smoking like dope.
dope.
It makes you cope. Relaxes the brain. Lessens the pain. Your mind is free. You can really be aware of yourself and whatever you see. What you smoking, smoker? What you smoking? Subscribe to the vibes of ancient tribes. Do it like it's always been done. Centuries have passed, but the stash still lasts. Our fun has just begun.
Chorus
Now, does
yet?
that need your little bing shit?
Chorus.
I'm sitting in a
What
chair.
you smoking, smoker?
Opposite gray
what
hair.
you smoking, smoker?
A thumbnail hairline
What
and
you
a bald
smoking,
man who don't
smoker?
care because he spends 40
Right?
grand in a casino like it's water vapor in the air.
Yeah.
Play a little craps, have a little Metamucil. Take a little craps, have a little belly pushel. Pushel in the nushel with a tushel.
Tushy.
If you lose a little money but you gain a little fun, if you get a cabana so you hide from the sun, if you blame it on serotonin and the pills are none, then daddy, I got news for you. You blazing up way too much some. Cream of some young guy or girl, whether it's nobler to suffer the slings and arrows of nothing. Because here we got turkey legs, mashed potatoes, and knock knock who's there? It's some gluten-free stuffing.
Cushy bits of sour.
So
Cushy
gobble,
bits
gobble.
of sour. See how many spliffs I can twist in an hour. That's the chorus.
Right.
Cushy bits of sour. Cushy bits of sour. See how many spliffs I can twist in an hour.
Thank you so
Who's the
much
guy-
for
who's the
tuning
fam-
into another
who's the
episode of
famous
Take Your
Shice
Shoes Off for the
Buds?
Vegas Dads. My name is Rick Glassman.
Signing off.
And we're back.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.